For most organizations, a persistent and costly gap exists between executive intent and the implementation layer. High-level strategy typically resides in static slide decks, while the technical systems designed to execute that strategy operate on a completely different logic. This disconnected state creates significant friction. Technical implementation fails to reflect business goals, and leadership lacks visibility into whether the physical schema actually supports the mission. Traditional dashboards and business intelligence (BI) tools have reached their functional limits. While they provide historical snapshots, they lack the deep, semantic context required to power the next generation of AI-driven decisions. To bridge this gap, enterprises must transition from process-centric to a model-driven architecture. By adopting a model-centric approach, together with a business framework, strategy ceases to be a passive document and becomes a functional blueprint governing every repository object and data point. The demo is of a continuous improvement project. I have already created the project's planning statements for its goals and objectives. The project's goal is to provide first-rate services. Its primary objective is to resolve all notices for improvement within 24 hours. The strategy designed to meet this objective is to implement a system that automatically routes priority notices to the best available resource for resolution. Opening the project, I can view the framework, which is used as a window into all of my project statements, definitions, and models. I dive into the enterprise architecture grid, navigating to the goal: achieve first-rate service. Here, I am able to link the planning statement goal and objectives to my project team's business review meetings. We want to be sure it aligns with best practice and resolution measures as defined by my organization. I review the process designed to implement my strategy for routing priority tickets to the best available resource for resolution. The insight "Identify tickets needing immediate resolution" features a materialized view of real-time data. The view is automatically created at runtime. You will see this once we publish the project. Next, I review the 6-stage Journey to Industry Excellence business process model developed by my project team. It reveals the workflow we need to implement. Notice the workflow is represented in a standard UML notation referred to as the Business Process Management Notation. I can also view the data model and derived business rules required by the workflow. There are conceptual and logical views of the data model. I can see the schema definitions, and once the project is published, I am able to view the business rules that are applied in each business activity in the workflow. I am now able to publish my project to a secured storage area in the cloud. The project repository can reside on AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. I can navigate to definitions, models, and artifacts created earlier for the project. I review the business rules that were automatically created when I published the project. As you can see, all of the definitions, models, and artifacts are shared with and viewed by members of my project team. Viewing and sharing privileges can be conveniently set up on a role basis. You can see that all definitions, models, or artifacts are hyperlinked to discussion comments, so you can easily follow what is being referenced and annotated in a given discussion thread. These discussions provide critical feedback to the design team for future project model enhancements. Now I will choose Project Insights. If this is my first time publishing the project, I will need to map the logical data models to the actual physical data. Notice here I will need to know and have authorized access to the data source catalog and server where my physical data is stored. Now that I am connected to the physical data, I click on Search in the top-level menu bar, and I am presented with Visible's intuitive self-service search and query user interface. I can query project data, including insight into my project strategy. I can sort on any column and customize my display to show only certain data attributes. Thanks to the integration with Starburst, all search results are in real time. Notice I can see the SQL code automatically generated for tickets that need immediate resolution. You may recall these tickets are routed to the best available resource for resolution. Using Visible's graphical query builder, I can select specific attributes, apply functions such as sum, count, average, and add conditional statements. Queries can run across varied and distributed data sources. Visible relies on its integration with Starburst for this purpose. Queries can also be set up as alerts. This ends the demo, and I hope you found it helpful. I will leave you with one question. Are you ready to move your strategy from a plan to a data-driven process?